Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and power on the Google Pixel 6. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a Google Pixel 6 Android smartphone powered by Google's Tensor chip. And just taking a look at the details that's on the box packaging. And the smartphone comes in 3 colors. The one in this box is in Stormy Black. And just taking a look at the details that's on the bottom of the box packaging. There is some super fine print. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by cutting apart the clear sticky seals that's keeping the box lid secured to its base. And let's see if we can pop the lid off. And just checking the underside, we can set the box to the side, so setting it on the maybe right hand side of the table and giving you a look directly inside of this Google Pixel 6's box packaging. And as you can see, the phone is in the Stormy Black color. And just showing you the details as they are before I start handling the smartphone. And now let's pop or tip the phone out from its box packaging. And once again giving you another look, and this time just setting the contents across the tabletop. So you have that full and clear view. And let's tip the rest of the contents out and set them across the tabletop. And just checking through, making sure nothing else is left behind or inside of the box packaging. Let's close it back up and resetting the box to the side. And of course, once again, just spreading the contents out so you have a full and clear view of the items that come with this Google Pixel 6. Okay, so right there, the contents across the tabletop. Let's start off by first taking a look at this booklet here. And slide the band off or sleeve. So there are 2 booklets, giving you that close-up look at the details and just setting the larger one down or thicker one down and taking a look at the smaller one, which is in blue. And as you can see, it appears to be a quick start guide for the smartphone. And we can see that the other sections are in other languages. So just flipping through the English section right there, which is very brief, and you can see that the following sections are in other languages. Okay, so that being shown, let's set that to the side. So just setting it on the left hand side of the table and moving right along, there is the safety, warranty and regulatory manual for the Pixel 6. And the smartphone does have or come with a 2-year warranty. And just giving you a look right there, the thickness and the very fine print. And we're not going to go through all of the information there, just setting that down to the side and moving right along. There is a diagram to show what appears to be the SIM card tray removal, and of course the SIM tool that's attached to it, as you can see right there. which we can pop off very easily. So SIM tool, and the diagram or instructions on how to use it. Okay, so setting that down and to the side, but still keeping them in frame, let's move right along to the next item. So next item right here is what appears to be an adapter with a USB Type A socket and a USB Type C or USB-C socket or plug on the other end. So USB-C plug with a USB Type A socket or port. Okay, so setting that down and moving right along to the cable. So we have a cable over here, and we can see it is a double-ended cable, USB-C to USB-C. And just setting that down, and finally moving right along to the smartphone itself, but not before first arranging the contents so they don't interfere with the foreground as we take a look and focus on the smartphone itself. So the Google Pixel 6 in Stormy Black. And just to give you some sense of the size of the phone, just resting it in my palm. And of course, let's remove the protective sheet that's covering and protecting the screen of the smartphone. So just giving you a look right there at the smartphone in my hand. Let's set it more centrally in my palm to give you some sense of the size of this smartphone. So it does measure 158.6 millimeters long, and the width is 49.8, I believe, and the thickness is 8.9 millimeters. So 158.6, 49.8, and 8.9 are its dimensions. And it does have a 207 gram weight and 4614 milliampere hour battery capacity. So right there, giving you a close-up look at the smartphone and its details. So it does have an alloy case with a matte finish, and Google have called it a tactile alloy, having that kind of satin finish, more than matte actually, but feeling rather smooth still. And of course the 6.4 inch screen with the Corning Gorilla Victus glass. And on the rear is the Corning Gorilla 6 glass, when we can get the autofocus to come on right there. So you can see the details. Gorilla Glass 6 on the back, Gorilla Victus for the front, and once again the camcorder has lost focus with the reflection. So giving you a look once again at the overall details. So 2 cameras on the back for its main cameras. So it does have a 50 megapixel wide angle and a 12 megapixel super wide angle or ultra wide angle. And for the front, it's an 8 megapixel camera. And it does have an underscreen fingerprint sensor as well. Now let's go ahead and turn the smartphone on. Let's try this button and see if that turns the smartphone on. Maybe not. Let's try the next one up. So you can see right there the smaller of the two turning the smartphone on and just giving you a look at the startup or boot up sequence. It's right there giving you a closer in look at the details that's appeared on the display of the Google Pixel 6. And let's get started just to see what's what, and skipping any kind of setup procedures if we can. But nonetheless giving you those overall details. Of this mobile. So of course taking a look at the sides as well, which we can see with the USB-C port at the bottom, and of course the SIM tray on that side, which we saw with the SIM tool guide and SIM tool earlier, and of course the other details with two buttons on the right hand side of the smartphone. Okay, so let's go ahead and skip. As I said, we're just going to see what we can do without having to set up anything. See how far we can go. Okay, so that's it, and swipe up to go home, and there we go. The main screen or home screen of the Google Pixel 6 straight out of the box. Right there, giving you those close-up details. Right there of the Google Pixel 6 with its 6.4-inch Full HD plus 1080 by 2400 pixels screen running at 90 Hertz. And let's see if we can wake it back up, and there we go. Looking at the details and display of this Google Pixel 6. And right there, back to the home screen, and just swiping left and right. So you can see nothing's been set up as we skipped all of the setup steps just to get to the main screen and seeing what's what right there. And just tapping on the camera very quickly and taking a look. So that's the Google Pixel 6. Thanks for watching and happy calling!